Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends. Brie Larson seems to stand alone. I have never seen a situation as explosive as this Brie Larson Captain Marvel situation. And I just see something. I mean, I'm 46 years old and I've been watching movies and talking about movies for over 25, 30 years. And I've never seen such a situation in my life. Yeah, the Doctor Who Season 11 situation was explosive. The Ghostbusters 2016 situation was explosive. The Last Jedi situation was really explosive. But this situation, from the build-up to a movie, I've never seen anything like it in all my days. And I just want to say something. Where are all the people defending, standing by Brie Larson's side, saying that this is a good woman, that what she's doing is fantastic, and basically we're wrong for talking against Brie Larson? Where's Chris Hemsworth? Where's Robert Downey Jr.? Where's Scarlett Johansson? And isn't it interesting that Warner Brothers seem to have forced Zachary Levi to come out and kind of talk, not in her defense, but to say to people to stop pitting Shazam against Captain Marvel. I would suspect that they went to Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot to try and talk in defense of this woman, and they probably said no. And of course, Wonder Woman's the most successful DCEU movie. If they say no, they say no. There's a lot of people not defending this woman. And of course, this is very interesting to me because the silence of Hollywood is deafening, isn't it? And she's kind of said all these things, and you get the impression that Disney haven't exactly been shocked by what she's saying, because maybe they're pulling her strings. But it's not Disney getting all the abuse. It's Brie Larson herself. Brie Larson stands alone. And I would have thought that all her fellow Avengers would be defending her and saying how amazing she is and how amazing she is with what she's saying. But of course, that's not going to happen, especially if a lot of these actors are leaving the MCU and want people to support them in their careers. So right now, Brie Larson does stand alone. I am astounded by this situation. I'm astounded that this situation has been allowed to get this far. The marketing has been terrible, because when you've got a woman, the lead of a film, coming out and speaking such sexism and racism, it's to me, as I say, I'm shocked, I'm astounded that it's actually got this far. And I just wonder how far this is going to go. Of course, we're 4 days away from the release of this movie, and we're going to find out if we're talking about 170 million opening, 100 million opening, a 70 million opening. Very, very interesting. And we know that the American media will try and sell it as a success, whatever happens. Scott Mendelsohn has said it doesn't really matter. Even if it does Twilight money. Wow. That's a come down, Scott. We are at war. Everyone, this is the culture war. This is a culture war. And unfortunately, everyone, you have to pick a side, because this is what happens in war. There are sides. And, you know, I always used to sit there when I saw the dominance of Disney and the dominance of the MCU. When The Force Awakens came out and it made $2 billion at the global box office, I think it was about that, wasn't it? And I'm thinking, wow, everything they touch turns to gold. There's no touching them. And I think empires are destroyed from within. And because they've decided to go so woke, so SJW, they've done it to themselves, you know. And as I say, what I said, you know, at the top of the show, where are the fellow Avengers to defend her? Where are all the women defending her from the industry? I can't see anyone coming forward to defend her. And this is interesting, and this is a rare situation. And I kind of suspect now that people think if we go anywhere near talking about this woman, our careers are over. The public will go against us. And this is what's happened, because even the people she's kind of trying to attract to the film don't like her. Nobody likes this woman because she doesn't come across very well. So And it's interesting, and the comparison of Gal Gadot is an interesting one because you look at how she conducted herself during the build up to Wonder Woman, and it was just like having your sister, your big sister, talking to you. We all knew who Patty Jenkins was, but when you talk about the directors of Captain Marvel, I don't know who they are. I can't remember their names. I've heard them speak a couple of times, but they haven't been very prominent. You know, with Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins, they seemed like two sisters, didn't they? Inseparable. You know, talking about how they discussed the creative process. Sometimes they didn't agree, but how they came together and made the film together. It was beautiful. It was so positive. And positivity leads to positivity. This film hasn't got any positivity going for it whatsoever. And I'm just astounded and shocked by Disney. And I'm astounded that Brie Larson's fellow Avengers aren't coming to her rescue. The truth is, no one's coming to her rescue because she stands alone.